Province, April Smith.
Tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kaloakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihat. Wala nang hinanay.
Next up, Misamis Oriental, Caroline Joy Veronilla.
Magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang hinanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihat. Wala nang hinanawagan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihat. Wala nang hinanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag,
Representing Quezon City, Michelle Gumamo.
dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang hinanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag.
From Romblon, Marie Faye Taharan.
Oh, tinatanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kaloakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihat. Wala nang hinanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh,
Next up, Pasig City, Rihanna Agatha Pangatian.
magandang puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang hinanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihat. Wala nang hinanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang
Our final candidate accompanying the serenation by three of our promising performers, Alan Cecilio, Kevin Montilano, and Anjo Damiles. Here is the third and final make-or-break round of tonight's competition. Be dazzled by the confidence and sophistication of our phenomenal top 16 finalists in their evening gowns. Candidate number 1, Skelly Ivy Florida, Biliran.
Di mapigilan tuwing na'y mabighani. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Huwag bawiin, ligayang di pa naranasan. Sana'y manatili, sumama sa alapa, sumasayaw mga palalakaw ng masilayan.
Albay, Paula Ortega.
Bakit nasisilayan ko ang langit dinadala sa kawalan? Daigdig na iparating
Colleen Amalix, Bohol.
di ko matakasan. Huwag bawaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan iyong katawagan.
Cristel Abelio, Aklan.
Binibit ako, hinahangad na mapasakit.
Rabiya Mateo, Iloilo City.
Sumasayaw ang mga bulalakaw. Masigaya kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan iyong
Tracy Maureen Perez, Cebu City.
masilayan ang iyong
Eliza Flor Malinaw, Davao City.
Tingin ng iyong mata, para bang mga tala sa gabi. Kumikisla-kisla, di mapigilan tuwing na'y mabighani. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Huwag bawiin, ligayang di pa naranasan. Sana'y manatili, lumulutang pa sa alapa, sumasayaw ang mga palalakaw ng masilayan.
Kimberly Atkinson, Cavite.
Iiwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan iyong ba'y pula?
April Smith, Cebu Province.
Yan ko, malangit, dinadala sa kawalan. Daigdig na di pa narating. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Hindi pa naranasan. Sana'y manatili. Lumusang ba sa alapang? Sumasayaw ang mga ulalakaw ng masilayan.
Caroline Joy Veronilla, Misamis Oriental.
Iniwanan ng kalupaan. Kapangyarihan di mapalaliw.
Dominic Pixon, Mandaue.
Hangad na mapasagi. Sa alapang, sumasayaw ang mga ulalakaw ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, iniwanan ng kalupaan. Kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag.
Sandra Lebanon, Taguig. Michelle Teresa Gumabao, Quezon City.
Tingning ng iyong mata, para bang mga tala sa gabi. Kumikisla-kisla, di mapigil. Tingning ng iyong mata, para bang mga tala sa gabi. Kumikisla-kisla, di mapigilan tuwing na'y mabighani. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Huwag bawiin
Marie Taharan, Romblon.
naranasan. Sana'y manatili. Lumusang ba sa alapang? Sumasayaw ang mga ulalakaw ng masilayan. Yun ka, nag-iwanan ng kalupaan. Kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan. Yun ka,
Rihanna Agatha, Pangandian, Pasig.
pag-ibig ba'y pula? Bakit nasisilayan ko ang langit? Dinadala sa kawalan. Daigdig na di pa narating. Asan? Huwag bawiin. Ligayang di pa naranasan.
Our final candidate, Maria Isabella Ismael, Parañaque.
Sumasayaw ang mga ulalakaw ng iniwanan ng kalupaan. Kapangyarihan di mapalaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan. Yung kalawakan. Pinikit-bit ako
universal. And through the angels, we're able to give people help and hope. And it all started with a smile of hope.
Sama-sama tayong bumangon.
Sama-sama tayong magtulungan.
Walang iwanan, cause front row cares.
And now the lives of our top contenders are about to go through another beautiful transformation. Based on their average scores and their 30-second speeches, swimsuit and evening gown performances, the judges have now come up with the top 5 finalists. One of them will have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of being Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Ladies, are you ready? For the list of our top 5, the envelope will be presented by Mr. Alan Ocho, partner of Sisip Gores and Valayo Company, our official tabulators. All right, let me just let all of the contenders know that this by far has been the closest top 5 that I have ever been involved in my 20 years of hosting. There is literally not even a single whole digit from 1 to 8, all right? So it is literally only fractions of a number that separate you guys. So with that said, this is in no particular order. Here we go. Our first. Congratulations. All right, down to our last 3. Also making it into the top 5. Congratulations to Bohol. Pauline Amalinks from Bohol, congratulations. We are now down to our final 2 for our final 5. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome here to the final 5 from Iloilo City, Rabiya Mateo. Congratulations, and now it is time for us to find our final contender in our top 5. All right, here we go. Our final contender is from Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Congratulations once again to our top 5, and also just a word to all of the candidates. You all did phenomenal. You are all amazing and beautiful and wonderful women. And to make it this far through all of the segments with a twist, that's coming right up. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, good evening.
All right, I shall ask you not just one, but 2 questions. We'll hear this. And then right after that, I will ask you the question that I will ask all the other candidates as well, and you have another 30 seconds to answer that as well, okay? All right.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Our first question. If you are under strict quarantine and isolation, what is the most important mobile app for you and why?
The most important app during this whole quarantine was my Bible. Having faith in the midst of this pandemic was very vital to me, not only for my mental health, but also for my sanity. It got me through the toughest of times. I didn't think that I would need in a pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you ready for your second question?
Yes, bring it on.
All right, here it comes. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? Time starts now.
As we all know, pageants are a very, very inspiring event, not only to the Philippines, but to every country who supports pageantry. It is important to stage a pageant and to show the Philippines that we are much more than our setbacks and our failures, and that we are able to overcome any adversity. Having a pageant symbolizes hope, and right now on this stage, that is who we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. And now we move on to our next candidate from Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson, aka Billy.
Good evening, judges.
All right, Billy, I will ask you two questions. You had a chance to pick your question backstage. After 30 seconds, you will hear this. And then I will ask you another question. All right, are you ready? Okay. Here's your first question. What advice will you give to a first-time voter for the 2022 elections? Time starts now.
We have fought long and hard for our right to suffrage. And this is not something that we should waste. I am someone who is usually an independent person. But because of this beauty pageant, I realized that I needed to ask for help. That I needed to reach out to people. And same goes for everyone else. To be able to survive something as big as this pandemic, altruism should be practiced and cooperation is always the key. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. Next up, we shall hear from Bohol, Pauline Amalings. Good evening.
Good evening again.
How are you?
Overwhelmed, but all in all, very grateful to be here.
Yes, here we go. Down to the final couple questions. I will ask you two questions. One you picked backstage. After you hear 30 seconds, after you talk for 30 seconds, you'll hear this. And then I'll give you another 30 seconds to answer the second question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Your first question. What factors influence you in deciding on what to buy or post online?
The factors that help me decide that is basically what I want to put out there, what I want to show the world about myself, how I want to portray myself. What matters most is that we know who we are, that we are true to our authentic selves, and that we always try our best to show and share that to the rest of the world, and hopefully inspire them to do the same.
Thank you. Here is your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
I think pageants are now an amazing platform to show that not all our dreams are canceled. They're just put on hold. And for us, we're lucky that we're still able to make this one dream come true. To stand here, to spread hope, to rally people together in action and conversation, and spark change. And together, I'm sure we can make a positive impact out there.
Questions. You were able to pick a number backstage. After you talk for 30 seconds, you will hear a chime like this. Then I will ask you another question. At the end of 30 seconds, you will hear a chime as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Your first question. To a child who has never seen a pageant, how would you describe a beauty queen?
I would tell that child that a beauty queen is somebody who is, first and foremost, a human being. She's somebody that is proud of who she is, but most importantly, she is somebody that brings hope. When she wears that crown on her head, it's not just because she's the most beautiful girl in the room, but it's because she's the woman who inspires hope. She's the woman who inspires love and productivity and somebody being authentic. And a beauty queen is somebody that we should always look up to.
Thank you. Time for your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in a time of crisis?
In my experience with the pandemic and being in one of the most prestigious pageants in the Philippines, I have realized that pageants are something that can give Filipinos hope, and it's something that can give Filipinos something to look forward to. It's something that we as Filipinos, as a pageant-loving nation, it's something that we're so proud of. It's something that gives us life. And that's the relevance of what a pageant is. We help each other out, we help other people, and we help ourselves grow. We help each other prosper through any negative aspect.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, Paranaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Thank you so much. And that concludes the final phase of what must have been the longest journey of our candidates in any local pageant, actually in any pageant in the history of pageants. Over 8 months since their red carpet media presentation in February, leaving only these 5 confident, beautiful, and empowered Filipinas standing right here on our stage tonight. Let's go ahead and take a final look at the 5 phenomenal contenders for the crown of Miss Universe Philippines 2020, starting with Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. Thank you, Michelle. Next up, Cavite, Kimberly Billy Hackinson. Thank you so much, Billy. Next up from Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Thank you so much, Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Next up, let's see Iloilo, Rabiya Mateo. Thank you so much, Iloilo. And finally, Paranaque, Maria Isabella Ismael.
As I walk in the stage one last time, in front of my beloved Filipinas, I look back on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime journey. I would like to immensely thank everyone who made this possible. To Mr. and Mrs. Araneta for this life-changing opportunity. To my team and trainers, Origin, Kagandahang Flores Cebu and Manila, and to Voltaire, thank you for the time and effort you shared with me. To Mommy Carrie Santiago for all the masterpieces you've designed for me on our journey. To my Queen sisters, thank you for being on this ride with me. To Mama Carmen and Mommy Marilu for being my strength and shield. To my supporters, Gaziniti, Gazinifeed, Gazininjas, and Gaziniverse. To Mommy Jonas Borses, who is no longer with us now, I miss you achingly and I am grateful for everything. The universe did not only give me an experience of a lifetime, it gave me a family, it gave me a father, Gazan Iwamer. Lastly, to my fellow countrymen, thank you for rooting for me despite the odds. To all the candidates, congratulations. Standing on this stage is now a testament to how much you all had to overcome just to get here. To my successor, may you be blessed with a fruitful year ahead. As one nation, let us all join hands, better, stronger, just like a phoenix. For the last time with the utmost pride, this is Gazini Ganados, Miss Universe Philippines 2019. Daghang salamat, mabuhay Pilipinas!
Philippines. I would like to call on our official representative from SGV, Sisip Horace and Valayo and Company, our official tabulators for the final results of what must have been the toughest and closest competitions we've had in local pageant history. Our fourth runner-up is Cavite! The third runner-up is Bohol! The second runner-up is Quezon City! The first runner-up will take over as Miss Universe Philippines. I will announce the name of the winner first. That means the other contender is our first runner-up. Ladies, take a deep breath. It is time for the moment of truth. Miss Universe Philippines 2020 is Miss Iloilo! Mabuhay ang Miss Universe Philippines organization. To our judges, sponsors, and to all of our phenomenal delegates, our most heartfelt appreciation for all of the support and participation in this year's pageant, Miss Universe Philippines 2020.